This podcast is brought to you by Kurt's Kitchen and Q LLC, Comfort Soul Food and Barbecue Catering Services, servicing Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland areas. 219-444-1128.
All right. What episode are we on?
5.
All right.
What?
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, because I don't be knowing. All right, welcome to episode 5 of the Sports Panel. I am your host, Swill, SWILL. I will not explain. Fellas, introduce yourselves.
Oh, Julio.
Did you wave?
Yeah. He's not holding.
Oh, God, I'm Mark.
Yeah. Al.
Bet. So we are today is actually the first day of free agency. There's been a lot going on today, but for me, it kind of kicked off with, first off, how you guys been?
We're good.
I forgot to, I'm so rude. I just get into shit. I didn't even ask you guys how you been.
Oh, God.
Are you good?
This is like y'all 5th time doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but he's always just jumping straight in. This is the first time he's like, how y'all been?
Yeah.
That's why we're laughing over here.
Shows how much I care.
Yeah. Asshole.
Yeah, I know. It's all my fault.
I mean,
But, how you
shit,
guys
just
been?
been working 24/7.
Yeah.
He was off today.
Yeah, thank God.
Wait, he's but you weren't working.
I went golfing, though.
How about you, Al? How you been?
Oh, I'm good, man. Just decided to finally make it on out, see how this go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're in a lot better shape now. Cool. Throwing those away. All right. But yeah, I've been okay too. Just been working a lot. I'm running off 3 hours of sleep last night, and
The hell? Why?
yeah, I work at the RV place, so I was doing the RVs. I left our job at 6, and then I immediately went to go pick up a truck, drop off a truck, pick up an RV, drop off an RV, and then I had to clean one of the units, and that was like a 3-hour clean, so I didn't get done until like 1 a.m. Got back here by 1:30, fell asleep by 2, had to be back up at 5 to finish the outside, then drive it to Munster to drop it off, and then work today 10 to 6.
So I'm just assuming for you to be cleaning the RV, the one in the morning, you indoors cleaning it?
Well, I'm indoors cleaning the inside of the RV,
Oh, okay.
like indoors inside of the RV.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's different. It's real different, but I like it. I enjoy the work. It's better than doing what I do. It feels better because it's new.
That's crazy. I never heard anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
yeah. It was like, well, I'm at McDonald's or something.
No. But not I just heard like an RV like technician type shit.
Oh no, definitely not technician or anything like that. I just like when people rent them and they bring them back. It's kind of like working like a hotel room service.
Oh,
It's like that. Housekeeping. Yeah, it's
Housekeeping.
housekeeping for RVs. It's fun. I like it. But besides that, we will get into it. So back to what I was saying before. The one thing that kicked it off for me was the Knicks.
Yeah.
And the trade for
So stupid.
Mikal Bridges. I mean, I don't think it's a bad trade. I think it's a good trade for both parties involved. Mikal Bridges is somebody who was really sought after, but I thought that the Nets were going to build around him. I didn't think that the Nets were going to trade him at all. They got a haul for him, but it was weird to me. But do you guys know do you guys know the details of the trade? Let me see. I'm trying to see how many picks they got.
They got, I think it was like 6 first-rounders. I'm almost positive. It was like 5 or 6.
Damn.
Yeah.
All I know is that I was excited to hear about them all getting back together because, they were on, Villanova together?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, all those guys, they won a championship together.
Yeah.
That's why everybody was like making fun of them.
No,
saying it's the Villanova Knicks.
That's why. What's the term they've been throwing around for LeBron getting Bronny to the team?
Nepotism.
Nepotism, whatever it is. I don't know what's going on over there with y'all. Just sprinkle that nepotism. They got it over there at the Knicks too.
Yeah, the Knicks, Jalen Brunson's dad was already on the coaching staff before he got traded. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, there's nepotism all around the NBA. But it says that they gave them 4 unprotected first rounders, and then a first rounder from the Bucks, and then unprotected pick swap in 2028, and a second round pick. Yeah. So all that for Mikal Bridges. I mean, what it does for that is a squad too, by the way. What it does is it moves. You have Mikal Bridges and Brunson starting in the backcourt, and then you have Josh Hart and DiVincenzo where they should be, on the bench. So it kind of moves them back where they should. But if you think about their starting five, you got Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, Mikal Bridges, and Brunson, and OG Anunoby. Like, that's a tough squad.
No.
Yeah.
That's 4 All-Stars.
Oh yeah.
Is that a super team?
No.
I wouldn't qualify as a super
Yeah,
team.
I was about to say.
Yeah. I put it like this: at this point, especially if the chemistry works out the way that I'm hoping it does, I feel like this is like they're building the team into that forefront of just being that strong competitive team.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a dynasty or anything, but I'm like, depending on what's coming out of this, I'm like, this could be bad. I'm talking about for just that whole conference. I'm like, they could be a problem big time.
I haven't seen New York like this since 71.
No. Like, I'm like, because just knowing us watching I'm like, Spike got to be happy. Is Spike over there? Spike over there going crazy right now.
I mean, shit, at least they know they got chemistry.
Yeah.
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 That's the main thing you want in a team.
Also, not to just to add on that, the Nets and in Houston, I believe, made a trade. Yep, they finalized a trade for it was just picks. That's all it was. They finalized a trade involving picks in the 2025, 26, 27, and 29 drafts. So basically, they did a bunch of pick swapping, and the Nets gave Houston back some of the picks that some of the Suns picks. And the reason why the Nets did that is so that Houston can have those picks and offer those picks to Kevin Durant. So Houston can dangle the carrot of, hey, we got your picks, because they ain't got no picks right now. The Nets didn't have no picks really.
Yeah.
No, they got picks back in the Harden trade. But besides that, before that, the Nets, they didn't have no picks because they got KD and Kyrie. So now they got picks back. And then Houston didn't have any, or Houston has picks, but the Suns don't at all. From getting Beal, from getting KD, they traded for those players. So they have nothing. So now they can dangle their picks back to them, and
I don't know. I'm talking about if it happened, I'm like, KD to Houston.
I can't see it.
To Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I ain't gonna say I can't see it.
There's a rumor out there right now, and it's just a rumor. It's kind of almost sarcasm, but that they want to blow that up.
Oh, okay.
The Suns with KD and Devin Booker and Bradley Beal.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. That was I'm gonna just say leave it at a shocker. Like we knew Minnesota was doing things, but bro, when he straight up said it like, oh, I'm like, KD, y'all got to do something. Y'all got to do
So
something.
the new CBA, which is a huge theme now, are you guys familiar with how the changes in the new CBA?
No, not exactly.
No.
Okay, so in the new CBA, there's a lot of differences in the cap tier that you're in. And if you're in a first apron, you'll hear that a lot. Second apron, and when you're in these different aprons, as far as like how much your total what do you call? Well, how much your total cap is.
Yeah.
When you hit a certain level, you lose privileges and you lose the ability to do certain things, and you lose the ability to do certain things with trades. Like if you're in the second apron, you can't like in the middle of the season, you know how they have buyout guys?
Yeah.
You can't get one of those guys who got bought out if it was more than like 12 million. So it like restricts you. Like it's made it really hard for trades. And as the more that we talk, the more like you'll see like a lot of these trades that are coming, that are happening, you're not gonna see, or excuse me, a lot of guys that are signing, they're re-signing to their, there's very few guys who are gonna sign to a different place. But outside of the superstars that are out there, because the
Yeah.
superstars are getting there, they're always going to be able to move around. But a lot of the guys you see, they're just re-signing to where they're at because they can't find money elsewhere, and because the CBA is very restrictive. But I say that because like the Suns really don't have an opportunity to blow that team up really. Or if they keep the team as is, they're already a first to apron team with 3 salaries, with like 3 players are already over 150 million. Yeah.
Damn.
And then so that all that leaves you is your exceptions that you have from you. I think you have a mid-level exception of about 12 million, and then after that you got the guys that you already have on your roster. They had no draft picks, so then outside of that you just have your minimum guys. So the biggest thing that people are realizing now is that the 3 superstar teams don't work. It's wild. It just doesn't work. So I mean, I just think it's different. I mean, do you guys see the Suns going anywhere anytime soon?
If they have a better center, I feel like if they had a better center, they would be a lot better. Because Ayton wasn't doing anything.
Well, no.
Put it like this. I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying they're not contenders, but I see them possibly being in the same position they were this year.
Right.
Unless you're giving me something to make me think different. I think it's going to be the exact same result.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
With the new CBA, everybody has to rely on like their picks, like a lot. Like if you look at the teams that were in the championship game for the past 2 years, you got Boston, who has homegrown talent. You have the Mavs, who have quite a bit of homegrown talent. Then add in Kyrie, pretty much.
Yeah.
You have Denver, who homegrown talent. They don't have a lot of. The only free agent signing that they had that was big was Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Everybody else was drafted.
He left. No.
Yeah, he left. He did leave. He went to the Met. He got paid. $66 million for 3 years, I believe. And then who played in Denver in that last?
That was the Heat.
The Heat, homegrown talent. Besides Jimmy Butler.
Well,
So-
what's crazy, the Heat's always undrafted.
Yeah, they're always
lot of
undrafted. Yeah.
people.
Yeah. So you're looking at the NBA now, and you're not gonna see, super teams like that with 3 or 4. It's kind of like what LeBron and JJ were talking about, how you have 2 superstars and like 8 or 9 really, really, really good players. But I don't know. I don't know. How do you guys feel about KD with Houston?
Interesting.
Let's say they pulled it off.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be optimistic because we know KD is who KD is, and what I mean by that is simply it's like he's still a all-star player at any caliber, but I've always been a big person of not really being the biggest leader. I haven't really seen him as a leader since OKC. And
Yeah.
I feel bad saying it, but it's just
Yeah.
true to me. I'm not saying he's not talented, but KD's been different ever since he stepped out of that role, and like you say, bringing up the super teams with him going straight to Golden State. I think with him knowing going there, he just was so happy to go for a ring. He lost something in that first transition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be bad because they still have, they got Fred VanVleet, right?
Yeah, they got Fred VanVleet.
And they have that one center who's actually pretty good.
Sangoon.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like it would work.
They also have Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I always get him and Porter mixed up, but they got Green. They have Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
They got pieces.
It won't be bad. I'm not going to say they'd be a playoff team right away.
KD doesn't make them a playoff team?
I mean, they weren't really that good last year.
Yeah, they missed the playoff, but
I mean, I feel like they'd be close. I'm not saying
conversations like this make me really, really, really appreciate LeBron more.
Anything pro LeBron, I gotta know. I'm like, why would you say that?
Why would you say that, Steve? Sure.
Exactly.
Because every time LeBron left a team, think about the last. Think about the last
year of the Cavs when he
team
left.
that he brought that he brought to the finals. It was scrubs, and then the Cavs team that he brought to the finals when they played the Spurs.
Yeah.
They were scrubs.
No, they weren't.
They were scrubs.
He had decent people. You're saying J.R. Smith is a scrub.
We're talking. No, it was J.R. Smith on that team.
Yes.
The Cavs team that went to. I don't know because I don't think
Yes.
J.R. Smith was on that team.
I'm telling you.
I know he was on the Cavs team. I'm talking about the last team that he brought that had Jordan
I'm
Clarkson on
telling
it.
you. No, he was on the team when they won the championship.
No, I'm not talking about that team.
Oh, then never mind.
No, I'm talking about the
lost
teams that won when they lost in the finals. Yeah,
Oh yeah, they did have Jordan Clarkson that year.
yeah. The year that he literally it was, I think it was a year that he had Dwayne Wade too,
No,
they
didn't
went to
make
the
it
Eastern
that far.
Conference Finals. I know they went to the Eastern Conference Finals that year, but it's just that.
Tell me that roster,
Okay, I'll find it. Just keep
because
talking.
I want to know who was on that team. Because ain't no way it was full of all scrubs.
No, but I think when he's saying scrub, think about it. At the end of the day, man, we talking about all NBA players. So,
I mean,
we ain't talking scrubs like they just trash. But
Man, I'll give about 20 piece all of them.
I see what Steve's saying.
On
But see,
2K.
I can't speak on LeBron because people know I'm pro LeBron all day. So it don't matter when I say it. It matters when people who say it who not going to be lying.
Just don't give this dude talking about Kobe. That's it.
Nah, you got to bring that up.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't no reason
Once
to right
he
now.
starts talking about, you got to take it out of his mouth.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, Cole, man. I mean, you say don't do it. Yeah, but I'm like, Cole was bad.
Is there something playing? Oh no, it says okay. I gotta be careful with that because my earphones are out. But let's see. I'm trying to pull up that specific year for the Cleveland.
It had to be because they won in
Okay, I got it.
2016.
16. Yep.
So it had to
Okay,
be
so this
14,
is the
15.
team. And there's not. This is just people who are on the team: Jose Calderon, Jordan Clarkson, Jay Crowder, Channing Frye, Jeff Green, George Hill. These are just everybody who was on the team that year. Because remember, they made like 6 or 7 trades, big trades. Rodney Hood, Kyle Grover, Kevin Love, Larry Nance Jr., C.D. Osman, Kendrick Perkins, Derrick Rose, Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, Isaiah Thomas, Tristan Thompson, Dwayne Wade, and Ante Zizic.
See, the first half were scrubs. First half.
They won 50 games that season.
But the other people aren't scrubs.
They won 50 games that season. It's insane because when LeBron leaves the team, they immediately become a lottery team, and he could at that point he could will. Granted, the East were incredibly weak at the time.
Yeah.
But like KD would never did that.
Oh yeah.
Never did that, and it's just so wild to me.
Well, it's because LeBron has he's a leader. He has like leadership on him. When he goes to a team, he takes over and he makes a noticeable impact.
It is weird to me that KD was never a leader.
I mean, plus you got to think about his IQ too, though.
LeBron's KD?
IQ is crazy.
Through the roof.
And as much as as much nepotism is going on, that JJ Redick thing, I really think it could almost be beneficial. Like besides the fact they got a friendship, I'm like, bro, if it comes together the way that I'm assuming they've talked about already, even though JJ said he didn't.
Oh no,
we're not gonna act
Oh,
like
well, no, they did on the pod.
They had
It was
to.
just funny when he had the interview and he's like, because me and LeBron didn't even talk about. I'm like,
Yeah. Did you hear the guy in the back go, "Oh, yeah, wow, wow."
yeah, like, that's exactly what I'm like. JJ, why would you even talk about it, bro?
Yeah.
just let it go.
No, it'll be interesting for sure to see how it works out. I mean, that's a whole different situation within itself. I guess we could segue right into that, and I'll start. Well, free agency, of course, starts today. A couple players already got paid. Obi got paid. Obi Toppin got a new deal.
He did?
Yeah.
With the
they
Pacers?
re-signed him for $60 million.
60?
Yeah.
Holy damn.
Bam. Let's see. Bam. He just got paid. He signed a 3-year, $166 million max extension.
I think he earned that one.
You think so? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's good.
Is he the best player on the team?
Yeah.
3-year.
You're gonna tell me Jimmy is the best player on that team?
You said he not?
No. Jimmy's
Okay.
always hurt.
Okay.
He's always hurt.
No, I said
I'm
is he the
not-
best player on the team? I didn't say he was healthy.
But he never gets hurt. Bam never gets hurt.
I'm gonna let it
Well, that's
ride.
a bold
I'm gonna let it
statement.
I would
ride.
That's a
rather.
bold statement.
I would rather
Let it
have
ride.
Bam on my team than Jimmy Butler.
Wow.
Really?
Copy
100%.
Wow.
100%.
Copy that. I'm a little struck off guard, Mark. But
Dude, Jimmy's.
You got it.
Jimmy. don't get
Jimmy's
me wrong.
cold.
He had that one year that they made it to the finals. He had a good year. After that, he went downhill. You know how many
that
times?
was just like the other. You said it like that was like 5 years ago.
You know how many times this season before he got hurt, where he didn't even have 10 points, not even 15, multiple games.
That is fair.
You said Bam?
No,
No, he's
about
Jimmy
Jimmy.
Butler.
Oh, Jimmy Butler?
I was
Okay.
betting. I was betting on Jimmy, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna hit some."
Dude, the
Yeah,
dude
nah,
barely
man.
even hit 15 on like multiple games. Bam over here getting 20, 30, like
Nah, I'm with you on the max. You just threw me off with the love. Yeah.
I would rather have Bam.
All right.
Copy that.
Tempo. Obi Toppin got $212 million. Let's see.
Damn, that's a lot
Yeah,
for him.
$212 million. Also, another Murray got a 4-year extension, which is funny. Murray's never been an
Jamal
All-Star.
Murray?
Jamal Murray's never been an All-Star,
No.
but he's the second best player on the championship
I
team.
hate how
Yep.
people can pick the All-Stars now.
Well, I mean, the media has some control over it too, and the coaches.
Yeah, but back then
But
it was
no.
like way different.
Jamal, I feel like his legacy gonna hit different. Some people you ain't gonna appreciate till later. I'm not even a Nuggets fan, but I'm like, bro, he been grinding.
Yeah, and he's
grinding hard.
clutch.
I give him
He
credit.
is
I give him
clutch.
credit for coming back from that ACL injury and just
Yeah.
Balling
went
out.
off.
I wasn't even rooting for them in that series, but still, just the work they was putting in.
Balling out. Besides that, also players who needed to opt in opted in. Out of those players, or opt in or opt out, LeBron James opted out of his contract, but obviously,
Yep.
He's
you
gonna
know,
resign, and then.
yeah.
But did you see what they said though? That he opted out, and that he's willing to take a pay cut
No.
for Harden, which he already re-signed with the Clippers. But him, Paul George, I believe, right? Clay, and well, there was one more. There was 3 people.
Valanciunas.
Oh, there.
Yep.
Well, he already signed with the Warriors though too.
Valanciunas signed with
No, the Wizards. The Wizards.
the Wizards,
not the
which
Warriors.
is a wild.
I saw that. I was like, why?
The Wizards, I think they just drafted a big man. I mean, insurance, I guess. This is kind of like one of those sign a veteran quarterback, drafted quarterback type deals. But
Unless they move one of them to the power forward, but
yeah, I mean that's a thing now.
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing with like Gobert and
Cat.
and Cat. I mean, definitely something that's because I guess with these very skilled big men like Wemby, like Embiid, like Jokic, you can only do one thing well, and generally it's either defense or offense. It's one of the two. It's never both. So players like, for instance, Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
You need another big body to throw on Jokic to play for play defense on Jokic.
Yeah.
And let Anthony Davis do his thing because he can't body up Jokic and be an offensive threat. It just doesn't happen that way. So yeah, you'll see that, but I mean, it isn't like the Wizards are a contending team that need to have all this support for their, it's just, I think that trade is just a short-term trade, or excuse me, a 3-year trade that they can make, that they can trade later for assets.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking in my mind between what you was explaining about the CAB and the new rules. I'm like, maybe it's got something to do with them using all the the funds they could, snatching up somebody, then make another move.
Yeah,
another year on
yeah.
them.
You'll see a lot more trades than you will see free agency signings.
Gotcha.
Because the money is already there. That's another thing. Like with the new CBA, if you're a second apron team, you can't take back more salary than you're dishing out. Like things have to be leveled more, which may if you're a first apron team, your mid-level exception of $12 million can be used in trades. It's just different things that trigger, and they're very hard to keep track of. Rob Pelinka said it. It's very hard to make trades right now, really hard. So that's one thing that I was looking at too. A couple key players. LeBron opted out like he was supposed to. PG-13 also opted out, which is, and they're saying he's gonna.
They already said he's not gonna re-sign with the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers released a statement and said thank you for the 5 years. They did kind of say some shicey shit. Like they said, we traded away all those assets, but we got back, some deep playoff runs. I don't know. It was like it's kind of like, yeah, you're leaving us, but you never gave us a chip. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Damn, this sounds petty.
That's petty.
Yeah. Would you? So with the Clippers roster, they're trying to get rid of Russ. They re-upped on Harden. Is that a top 5 team in the West?
I'm not gonna say 5.
It just sucks
Top
to say
10 maybe.
because just dropping names, it sounds so loaded, but I don't think so. And that's between us not knowing who's going to be healthy, overall chemistry in the locker room right now. Because I'm really surprised they letting PG go. I really thought they was trying to work on that.
I feel like there's a story there.
Oh yeah,
There has to be.
Yeah, you know it's gonna come out later.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna come out later.
Yeah.
Because when I first heard that he didn't, I'm like, oh, he just working numbers. Like, of course they gonna re-sign BG. Nope. I'm like, copy that. All right.
Watch, as soon as he signs with another team, then he's gonna say some shit on his podcast. Watch.
Oh yeah, forget he does have a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll hear something. Did your team do anything? No.
Not yet. Oh, well, I mean, they re-signed Cornette, but nothing too big. They just signed him to another 1 year. I mean, within the next couple weeks, they'll probably re-sign Derek White.
Just for shits and
Oh,
giggles.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you think they're gonna repeat? Because it's been not to say a mess, but like it's not been consistent lately. I'm kind of enjoying it.
I think it's the last 7 years now.
Bro,
we've had a different champion.
Yeah.
You just had to bring that up, huh?
No, I'm just saying because my son, he right there with you. He enjoyed it. He was eating it up.
I could see it. Am I gonna say it's gonna happen? Probably not.
If the Knicks stay healthy next season, they're gonna give you guys a hard time.
I mean, even before what's his name? Because they
didn't have
this
OG.
year-
They didn't have Randall, and they didn't have OG Randall, Mitchell Robinson.
No, they had Randall. Oh no, he was hurt.
OG Randall, Mitchell Robinson. They were all injured during the playoffs when they played you guys.
Yeah. No, we didn't play them.
Oh, you didn't play them?
playoffs.
Oh, they played. It was Indiana.
Yeah, they played Indiana.
Yeah.
But no, during the regular season though, every time we played them, they won.
And I don't want to take nothing away from Indiana, but I heard so much stuff about them and Halliburton, and I'm a real big fan of believing some stuff is timing, and I'm like, I don't think Indiana gonna have that run next year. And they get mad at me when I say it. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
If they re-sign Pascal, they'll be.
They did.
We'll see.
They already did.
I think they did.
No, nothing. They haven't said anything about him. All I heard was they were gonna supposedly offer him a certain, I think a max or something like that.
I think they're gonna play
He's
out.
they signed him to a 189 max deal. They agreed on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's locked in. So and then
So
also
they'll be decent. I feel like they'll be back into the playoffs and
I
make it to,
forgot they
the
had 'em.
second round.
I was thinking, I was like, because in my head I was thinking, I was like Hallie and just that center that they have. I don't think that's getting it done.
And I just wanna
Miles
make-
Turner.
Yeah,
I just want to make it a little bit more clear. So for me being a person that genuinely just nothing to do with Halliburton, talented, awesome guy, there was a certain level to their gameplay that I feel like was unexpected. We saw them play in the regular season. They made some switches, but it seems to be very, I don't want to say predictable, but I think you can figure it out without me giving up because I don't want to make sense. I just know for sure. But after I saw it, I'm like, oh, I see why we throw it off because this isn't the same play I was seeing in the regular season. But I'm like, oh, I see you now. Y'all, what's the term to use up? Playoffs not a thing. Now y'all switched up for the playoffs. But I really think it's not going to be as, I don't know, it won't be as easy for them. Put it like that.
and they play faster than like 90% of the teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
That was the thing with the Pacers is that
Well, a
they
lot of
play
their
very
players are
fast.
young though too.
Yeah.
So they have the stamina and
And I'm going to sound like that old uncle that's drunk at the function.
Go ahead, Unc.
Now it's going to be about putting the bodies in front of them, taking down their speed, and I feel like that can be handled now.
Yeah, you get physical
We've
with
seen it
Hallie,
now.
he'll calm down.
Yeah, we've seen
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Other players to opt in and out. The Clay situation is very. That's also a story.
I keep hearing
I'm not even
different
light skinned,
things.
and I still feel some type of way about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang.
As a Laker fan, his dad, Michael Thompson, played for the Lakers.
Yeah.
His dad still works for the Lakers. I've always wanted to see Clay in a Lakers uniform to some capacity.
No.
Even if he isn't the Clay Thomas that he used to be. But I feel like the Lakers should definitely make room for him. I mean, it's a hard ask. LeBron's got to take less money. Different things got to happen. They got to make some trades because the Lakers already have 14 roster spots already. And that's not re-signing Spencer Dinwiddie, and that's not re-signing Taurean Prince. So, but I would love to see Clay in a Lakers uniform.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Would you be mad if they traded D'Lo, or would you want them to re-sign him?
So D'Lo opted into his contract. He's a starting point guard in the NBA who can distribute the ball and shoot, and he's only $18 million a year. So that's a very tradable asset.
Yeah, I've been seeing that they were thinking about trading him. So
now the thing is like he drug out his decision. So they didn't get to capitalize on like DeJounte Murray like they were talking about because that trade happened. DeJounte Murray got traded to the Pelicans, which wild.
Yeah.
By the way,
I wasn't expecting that.
the New Orleans is looking to trade Brandon Ingram, so it's not going to be Brandon Ingram, who's Zion, and then him and and CJ McCollum. That sounds really good, but I think they're looking to trade Brandon Ingram. I don't know where they're going to trade him to, but whatever. But besides that, where was I at? I lost my train of thought. But you were talking about, you'd asked me if D'Lo. That was supposed to be the trade. He was supposed to be included in that trade. I think it fell apart because they wanted Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
But the backcourt of Austin Reeves and D'Lo does not work. They're not physical guys. So if you get physical with them, they can't defend. And you need a wing like Contavious Caldwell-Pope, who we had and got rid of, that can a 3-and-D wing that can guard up.
You have one.
Well, we just re-signed Max Christie, who's
you just drafted
6'5". He's a rookie. We need a veteran. His
dad's a veteran, so you're good.
Nah. We'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, I don't mind. Long story short, I don't mind trading D'Angelo Russell because the backcourt of him and Austin, it has a ceiling, and JJ Redick will bring the best out of Austin as a ball handler, I believe. So the reason why we love D'Lo is because he knows how of his vision and his decision making and how he distributes the ball. That's why we drafted him back in the day. But something's got to give. Now the hard part is because of the new CBA, who can you get that's better than D'Angelo Russell, who can go off for 30 on any given night and fill that role? Or at least complement Bron and AD better, because you don't want to take back less talent. I'm hearing Dorian Finney-Smith, someone else, and we send them D'Lo and some picks.
Yeah, Yeah, that's literally like I was going to overanalyze. I'm like, that cleared it up. Yeah, I'm like,
it was Cam
Reddish.
No, it's Cam Johnson that they got from the Suns. Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, for maybe D'Lo in a first.
Yeah.
I would take Johnson though.
I would take Cam Johnson.
He's good at shooting threes.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the Lakers are. It sounds weird, but because they were bounced in the first round, they're closer to contending than they look. They're a squad. They are.
Well, the first dude that they drafted at 17 is supposed to be like a really good shooter.
Really good shooter. He's incredibly athletic. He's incredibly athletic. He was he had the fastest sprint in the combine.
Damn.
But we'll get to that in a little bit. We're still on free agency, but no, I'm okay if they trade D'Lo. I'm okay but it's just who you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Because let's say they're talking about trading for Jeremy Grant. Is it Jeremy Grant? Mm-hmm. Okay. I always think about the Grant that played for the Bulls.
Oh, back in the day?
Yeah.
Man.
That's his nephew.
Yeah. That's why I always, so when I say his name, I'm already thinking of, but Horace Grant. But yeah, they're looking at maybe D'Lo for Jeremy Grant, some type of configuration of that, and we get to sign Clay for the mid-level exception. That looks a little bit different. I could do that.
No, that Clay would be awesome, man.
Yeah.
When you were telling the story as far as like relatives, because I didn't know about his father until somebody told me in person, and I'm just like, Oh man, like that would be sweet for Clay. And he actually says in somebody interview about like wanting to play for his hometown. So I think they might make it happen, especially since if he's leaving Golden State. I think it's the perfect place.
Well,
to
it's
go.
between the Lakers and then
Dallas.
Yeah.
It always comes down to Dallas is always that team that has that's in the talks for. They say people use the Lakers for leverage and trades. No, they use the Cavs for leverage and trades. But yeah, besides that, Clay. So we don't know where Clay's going. He's supposed to talk to the Lakers and Mavericks tonight, and then make a decision most likely tomorrow. Chris Paul waived by the Golden State Warriors and picked up. He signed a 1 year, $11 million deal with the Spurs. How do you guys like it? Wemby and Chris Paul.
I think it's good for the Spurs. Even though I thought they were stupid during draft night, but
Are they still a lottery team with Chris Paul?
if you give them a couple more people, then yeah. But there's no way just Paul and Wemby are gonna lead that team.
Yeah, I agree with Mark on that second half for sure. But I feel like whatever's in the works, they know that because depending on because I'm just being honest, I'm not expecting a lot from CP3 at this point.
No.
I'm really expecting him just to come in with that vet mindset, stretch some tips, get down here, spin on this, turn there, and pass the ball.
Well, he's like the same way though. He's really smart too.
Yeah.
So he's gonna like try to mentor him and everything.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then but I mean I feel like it works out because he's just gonna dish it to him the whole time.
But what I'm saying is that was a small move for I already know the Spurs. We already know something else is in the works.
I think this would be passing of the torch. I think this is Pop's way out, and CP3 is coaching.
What?
No. No. There's no way.
Think about it, man. Think about it. Think about the way the Spurs organization works. Think about how long Pop's been in this position. This is like when the coach of the Steelers got put in position. I don't know if you remember that, but the Steelers have only had like 4 coaches.
Dude, when that happened, I was probably in like elementary school.
I know you're young, but you remember. Al, you
But yeah,
remember.
but what I'm saying
You
is
called your ass old.
But what I'm saying is just because it was a long time ago, it's just like kind of like what everybody was kind of thrown off because first of all, me being an NBA fan, the thing with Bronny going to the Lakers, father son, and they're like, this is the first time in history. And I'm like, oh yeah, but don't forget about in baseball though,
Ken Griffey and his
And
dad.
people are like, what? I'm like,
This
I'm
was
that
like the
thing.
90s.
But I'm saying, even though I was a kid,
Yeah.
the information was still given to me, and I knew about it.
Yeah, no, you got to do.
You don't have to be old to
You
know
got to
this.
do your
Mark.
Googles. You got to do your Googles.
You ever heard of ESPN Classics? That was the thing.
But like the Spurs are the type of team that they're very traditional. They're it's the Spurs way, and this feels like a way that they move into getting a coach.
You got my. I'm like,
can't
Because
see
you
that,
got to think. You're only why is Chris Paul going to a lottery team? Does Chris Paul have a ring?
That's probably the only place that offered him money.
Chris Paul has played how many years in the NBA? He has money.
I think like 18. This would be his 18th, 17th.
He right with him and Brown right up in there. I know. It's
So
close.
let's say Chris Paul made an average of $20 million a year in the NBA because his first couple years he didn't make anything, but he made $30 million some years. They just declined to $30
When he was
million.
on the Clippers, he was making money.
Yeah. So let's say he averaged $25 million. He's played how many seasons times $25 million? Chris Paul doesn't need the money.
Yeah.
Plus, he has State Farm. So he's good.
Yeah. And he's got Steph.
But
So
the Spurs made a smart move with that, man. It was a good price point.
why would the Spurs bring in Chris Paul? To coach Wemby. It only makes sense.
Whatever.
It only makes sense. Here, I'm going to close that. You got to think about it.
I don't know. My mind's thinking right now, man. It's like,
I mean, I get it, but I mean, you got to think about how many young people they got too, though.
Yeah. I mean, they have young people.
I think he's right with there's other moves in the making.
Yeah,
But
There
Chris
has
Paul,
to be.
if Chris Paul could be ring chasing right now.
exactly.
He doesn't have a ring, bro.
You're telling me
No,
the
that's
Spurs
why
are gonna win?
I didn't think of anything else outside of it besides CP3 just trying to stay on a contending team and hopefully.
And the Spurs ain't contending.
Yeah,
They're a
but
lottery team.
He got to know what else they must have told. Like, hey, look, we're gonna snatch you up. We trying to do this and woo
Yeah.
Cause
I mean, they could have been like, "Hey, we're gonna snatch you up. Maybe, hopefully, someone else will try to come since you came." So,
Pause. That was crazy.
oh my god,
Nasty.
it's funny because you did it.
since
tomorrow.
you decided
You
to
can't-
come
you
and
can't
play,
Yeah.
You
then
can't say
maybe.
nothing around Mark. You got him.
No. But besides that, we were taught. So yeah, that was just, I don't know, weird to me. That they didn't. I don't know. It's just weird. It was just weird. Chris Paul in the Spurs jersey,
I
first
didn't
off, is
see it.
weird.
I didn't see that coming.
Him not getting his option picked up. I guess it makes sense if you're Golden State. You don't want to pay Chris Paul $30 million.
Oh yeah.
No.
Nobody does. But
Honestly, him going to Golden State didn't like that. It felt weird.
yeah, it
'Cause it's
felt,
like,
felt
why?
forced.
I think it was a roll of the dice, crapped out. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have. If you look at the Warriors right now, I mean, once they lose Clay, who do they have? Like, Clay was there. They lived
That
and
was your
died by
chance to
Clay's
say it.
play.
What? Oh. Yeah, they do still got Draymond Green.
I knew y'all
Let's be for real. Let's be for real right now.
I hate. Draymond.
I was waiting for him to say that. They got Draymond.
I hate Draymond Green.
I like him.
I feel like Steve mean that. Like it's a certain
I
look
hate-
he had.
I-
Like
I do.
Like nah, real facts though. Like I really don't fuck with him.
He's a real scrapper.
He's the reason why people don't like dark skinned brothers. You know what I mean? Like,
I can say this because there's a certain dynamic to where I do believe in physical basketball. I'm
Oh, yeah.
I'm a fan of that, especially when it comes to just overall how soft things are getting.
But he be doing too much.
That's what I'm saying. He constantly.
yeah. You want to know something funny?
Constantly.
I know you remember the 04 Pistons, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
I know that one.
Okay, I'm glad you do. Draymond Green grew up in Michigan, in Lansing, not a far cry from Detroit.
Yeah.
He actually spent time in those locker rooms with them. He was technically like raised by them somehow, some way. Rasheed Wallace was talking about it on another podcast and said, you know, what you see from Draymond is our fault because we brought him up. That was all he was seeing from us. Like he was in the locker rooms with us, saw how we got down, saw how we vibed and everything. He carries himself the way he does because he hung out with us. I can't remember how he ended up in the locker room with them, but yeah, he was in the
I'm
locker
sure.
room with
Like
them.
what was he doing there with them?
Yeah, it was a friend of his or something. That a friend of his father worked for the Pistons or something or another. But yeah, he had a Pistons connection, and he was in the locker rooms during that time with the Rasheed Wallace Pistons. And you got to think that was Sheed, Rip Hamilton,
Chauncey.
Tayshaun Prince, and Ben Wallace. I don't know if y'all remember Ben
Hell
Wallace.
yeah. I mean, heck yeah, I remember being.
Malice in the Palace, Ben Wallace.
No.
So he's Mount. You got to think Draymond is cut from Malice in the
You
Palace.
legit, you just gave Draymond like a little. I'm like,
He gets a little respect for
Now
it.
he's like,
I'm
oh,
like,
now
it
he
gets
does
a
like
little
it make a little, it make a little sense. It make a little sense.
I still don't like him, but he does get a little respect for that
God,
because he just goes overboard.
He does.
Overboard.
Did you see the video of him choking out Gobert?
Yes.
I knew that was
Gobert.
coming. I knew it.
He Gobert was minding his own business, and Draymond said, "Oh, I got you." He wasn't nowhere near Gobert. Like Gobert wasn't. He just saw a chance to choke him up. Gobert wasn't even doing
And that's
that.
literally what I'm saying because, you got it on the head. Because I'm just like, bro, all you give you no points to go and choke it up that wasn't doing nothing.
I really want to know what happened between him and Rudy Gobert because he takes every opportunity to shit on that man.
There had to be something
It's
like
something
years
personal.
prior. Like
It's something real personal.
You know how it
because he was on his podcast talking about Angel Reese and brought up Rudy Gobert. You know, or no, he was talking about something else for the WNBA, but brought up Rudy Gobert. Like he does not
Wait.
like this man.
You wait.
And then he was doing the commentary when they were in the playoffs, when the Wolves were in the playoffs, and every chance he got, where's Gobert? What is Gobert doing? He's like he said he's over there speaking French, talking about we. No, you need to worry about you. He said that on national television.
Holy shit.
He just got
I think everybody was
side note,
cooking him though
shout out
when he
to
won.
Angel Reese. I know y'all heard about the double doubles.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to it.
She broke
We're
the
gonna get to
record,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to it. Yeah. Back to the. So we're finished. Everybody who opted in, opted out. We're good with that. So we talked about. Do you guys? Where do you think PG's going?
76ers.
Why? Because of the like salary. They got the funds. What you think?
No, I saw that it was between Clippers, 76ers, and I forgot what other team it was.
Yeah, it's really
But-
limited.
But he's gonna go to the 76ers.
If they go to if PG-13 goes to the 76ers, are the 76ers team or 76ers
Still
better
gonna
than,
be ass.
Are they better than Boston?
Fuck no.
Are they better than the Knicks?
Nope.
Are they better than Indiana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they better than the Bucks?
Healthy or not healthy?
Healthy.
No.
I might have to say yes.
What?
Yeah. It's really a gamble. I can't.
I'm saying no because you already know Joel Embiid's gonna
Yeah.
get hurt,
Yeah.
and then something's magically gonna pop up.
But you specifically said healthy though.
No, I said about the Bucks
Oh.
because the
Yeah.
Bucks
Oh.
like they were all
Gotcha,
injured during the
gotcha, okay.
playoffs.
Yeah, because I'm
Like-
like,
Are they better-
if
are they
there's a
be- are they better
chance
than the
Joel
Heat?
can be healthy. I was like, I
Yes.
think so.
76ers are better
Yes.
with, in the Heat with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Can
sure.
they beat? Because this is a totally different question. Could they beat the Heat in a 7-game series?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because everybody
100%.
knows playoff Heat is a
They're
different
sweeping them.
Yeah.
Heat. Okay. So
Clearly,
they're-
they weren't that different this year.
And
So-
this is just me straight up talking trash, but I'm like, yeah, Bam finna get that check. He earned it. He gonna be a little more lazy because he get that money. I'm full of it.
that's how they get. Who's the better team? PG-13 on the 76ers, or if he goes back to the Clippers?
Clippers.
Honestly, I wish he would have went back to Indiana.
Oh,
That
wow.
would've
You
been-
really reaching now.
They were talking about it earlier in the season.
He would have fit.
But yeah, I agree. But I'm talking about like as far as their understanding of we don't know all the politics, but I feel like there was still a certain bitterness PG got from when he got put up out the gym the first time.
Also, it's Hallie's team now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Like you can't just show up and take his team.
Yeah.
No, 100%. But I feel like it would work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Well, see, when we take away just the overall analytics of it, we know it be some mess going on behind the scenes.
It do.
yeah.
It's something
Yeah.
personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like the Rudy Gobert. We don't know what, but we know something.
Well, the thing is he even said he was like, yeah, it'd be nice if I would like to go back there, like that.
Oh,
on
see,
his
I didn't know
and
that.
Stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I mean, it could have happened, but I guess they fucked it all up.
Is
That'd be interesting to see.
is Harden washed?
Fuck yeah, hell yes.
I don't want to make it seem like he watched, but I feel like the same thing I've complained about since he went to the Rockets. I just that defense really rubs me the wrong way, dude. It just irks me. I don't give a fuck about that triple layup step back. None of that. Because if when you not playing defense, when you're not playing defense the way I want you to play when you're a top caliber player, it just kind of upsets me. So I'm not gonna say because I felt like we're still getting the results of that, but I've been complaining about it for a long time.
He should have just stayed in Houston though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like him leaving
good.
was the worst thing ever.
Yeah,
to go
I
to the
was
Nets.
glad after the whole OKC fall away. When they fell apart situation, I'm like, oh man, like I'm glad you're gonna get to shine as a star. But yeah, I really feel like that was the best fit at the time.
Yeah, it's weird to see all of the stars that we have been seeing in the past 10 years. They're aging out. And it's weird. Like it's just funny to see how players age. You have players like CP3 and Russell Westbrook who are struggling to stay on a team. And then you have players like LeBron James and players like Kawhi that are still dominant. Now Kawhi's not as old.
Yeah,
Maybe KD's like closer, still dominant.
Yeah.
but that LeBron shit is just
Never
That
seen
is
anything like it.
crazy.
that is
Never
fucking
seen.
nuts.
He had a dunk contest last week with his sons.
Yeah,
Ball between his legs, dunking.
Well, he did. He did had one
At
with
40.
Obi too.
Yeah, with
But that
Obi.
one wasn't really all that. I mean, it was
All we
just
saying
that
is
one was
just-
just basic. Like,
Yeah,
no,
you talking
but
about
those
this man
are-
is right there, finna be 40, still casually.
30. I think it was 37. Michael Jordan was in the All-Star game, and he bricked it up.
Oh no, that's not funny. I should be that funny, but that's funny. Only because he's so good. And I'm like, damn, Mike, you must have hit like, Yeah, I'm getting up
No,
there.
he literally like got to the rim, 2 legs, and went and, and missed it. Yeah, it was wild, and that was the day that I realized that what we're seeing from LeBron right now, we'll never see again.
Yeah.
We'll never see it again. And it's just it's nuts. It's nuts to watch history.
I mean,
like
dude,
that.
you're 40 years old, still averaging over what
25, 23, something like
a
that.
game.
Yeah.
Like, who else is gonna do that?
I mean, not even Kobe could do it.
You see that thing of that his son Bryce said? Someone asked, "Oh, is your dad still gonna play by the time you can get into the?" He's like, "Bro, he'll be 42. You think he's still gonna be in the league?"
Yeah. He's talking about Bryce.
Yep.
I think so.
I could see it.
No, I'm literally only saying it because of that one commercial when he said something about doing this and then doing it again. I was like, "Are you serious, bro?"
Well, you got to think about it. This dude pays millions just to take care of his body.
Oh yeah, fact.
Like, the dude's always healthy. Like, he's gonna take care of his body enough to where he can try to like play with him. They're probably gonna do the same thing they did with Bronny. Don't draft him. He's gonna go away. You draft him.
And just for the record, that is a regular thing that happens all the time. It's not just a Bronny James thing. Think about how
Take the Lakers out of your mouth.
No. Think about how the Lakers got Austin Reeves. He was a lower, I think he was like a 40-something range.
Yeah.
And the Lakers he said that no, he was going to get picked by the Pistons. And his agent said, "No, don't draft us. We don't want to go there. We don't want to get drafted at all." So he went and the Lakers picked him up as an undrafted free agent. They didn't take him in the draft. He was undrafted. But that's something that happens.
I would rather go undrafted than go to the Pistons.
There are players who will skew where they're going. Like for instance, it happens in every sport. It happened in the NFL. Eli Manning. Eli Manning didn't want to go to the Chargers and forced to trade so that him and Phillip Rivers switched. The Chargers drafted Eli Manning. He didn't want to go. He wanted to go to New York. So they swapped him. He said, I'm not going to show up. If you draft me, I will not show up. It happens all the time.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah. There's a bunch of players who will just like force their way onto other teams, or they'll go overseas. Like a European player, if he gets drafted, he'll just go overseas until you trade my rights. That happens all the time. So, and you got to think about it. How many players pan out at pick 50 plus? There's only 60 picks in the draft. Like the whole second round are generally players that are not going to make the league. So for the Lakers to take him at the 55th pick is not a really big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were worse players who were drafted before Bronny. You know what I'm saying? Like most players most players in that position, they don't make the roster. Like,
Do you see that thing that John Morant did?
No.
That when they drafted what's that dude? What's that dude from Purdue?
Zach Edey.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
right when they drafted him, he put that rush hour thing on his
I
Instagram.
saw that. Yeah.
No.
I was dying.
What rush hour thing?
Let me see if I can pull it
I
up.
thought you could, because I know rush hour. You could have just told me what snippet or whatever.
It was just the one where he, I think it's like what, the second one, and he opens the door. He's like, "Damn!" And it's like a tall ass dude.
Yeah. He's huge. He's huge.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess we could get right into the draft. The draft was really interesting. Just past this last Wednesday, we had 2 Frenchmen get selected back to back. One was a 6'9" forward and a 7. Is he 7'3" or 7'1"?
I thought they were both past 7.
No, he was 6'9". Gotta make sure I go on this side. 24.
I know one of them was like 7'1" or 7'2".
Side note, just mention Kendrick has scarred me. Y'all, he said 6'9". All I can hear is hey. I'm like, damn, he got me.
Yeah, he's his name is Zachary Reicher. He is 6'9", 200 pounds, so he's slanky. He played in professional career. Looks like he played in the EuroLeague, and I think he played in Australia. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But yeah, yep, he played. Yeah, and he also played in France. He's French, but he's 6'9". Alexander Sarr is a center. He was picked with the number 2 pick.
I didn't know his brother was in the league.
Who? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's 7 foot even. His brother Oliver Sarr plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's 6'10", 25 years old. Yeah, so the French are taking over.
Yes, they are.
They're calling it the French Brigade.
No.
What the hell are they feeding them?
Oh no, I was just
For
talking about
all
the
them to be
overall
7
them
foot?
coming into the NBA.
And also, there's no. This player, I got it wrong. The Zachary kid, he didn't play in. He didn't play in Australia. There's another Australian 6-footer or 7-footer that's coming out next year, and he's from France. Yeah.
See,
I don't think that person's going to get first pick.
No, I was going to make a joke because like on
No,
the internet.
he's trending. He's trending right now in that direction. So 2025.
No, because I think, what's that dude from Duke? He just signed to Duke. Cooper Flag.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that dude's going to go
Cooper
number
Flag
one.
come out 26 though, right? Or is it 25?
No, he's good next year.
He good next year? Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because he'll be a freshman this year for Duke.
yeah. Because I didn't know who he was until like I'm gonna say the bottom of last year. He just started hitting my highlight feeds like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the French are here. They're making a sound. Maybe it was the other 6'9" guy who was they could be talking about the same person and saying two different stories, but whatever. The French are here. That national team's gonna be nasty. You got
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert and Wemby, and those 2 dudes who just got drafted, and they all play like. Besides Rudy Gobert, they all play like guards.
Yeah.
They all can dribble. They all have good court vision. They all can shoot. They all shoot threes. That's just nasty.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Canada and France, they're going to run through FIBA ball. And not this time around, but maybe 2 years from now.
No, it's getting
Canada's
tough.
got a backcourt of Shai and Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Andrew Wiggins. But
Yeah.
I don't even think he's going to play.
I don't know. He's got stuff. He's that's another personal case.
Wait. What's
No,
going on
it's
with Andrew now?
not personal. It's just the Warriors.
Have you noticed that Andrew Wiggins had like lapses of personal leaves last
and that's
season?
why I
Oh,
mean, 'cause
yeah.
I didn't-
was
No,
gone
but
for,
the
like-
Warriors told him that he can't go over there because they're going to trade him or like something like that.
Oh, they told me he can't play national ball?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. But besides that, he's got.
But I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. I've seen
yeah,
that.
he was missing for like almost half of last season.
Yeah, but I didn't have no details. Which y'all know what happened?
The word on the street is that his baby mama was smashing his best friend, and the kids he was raising wasn't his.
Oh, shit.
That's word on the street. That's word on the street. It ain't loyal out here.
Wow. I like a part of me is like, I hope that shit ain't true, but damn.
That's why the basketball players be getting them Beckys.
Damn.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, I'm going to just be quiet because I
The Warriors look so messy right now.
Yeah.
They got Draymond doing Draymond. Clay doesn't want to stay. Steph's family got some
light-skinned.
drama.
Yeah.
What happened with Steph?
His family had drama. His parents, they went through a messy
Oh, yeah,
divorce.
yeah.
And they were dating each other's. So Steph's mom went and got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then the dad went and dated the boyfriend's ex-wife.
I saw that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's some toxic
They
shit.
messy over there,
No,
bro.
what's crazy is they all went to a game.
Yeah, they're together.
Yeah.
What
Like-
the fuck?
Because I ain't gonna get into it because everybody got their mess, but me just being a regular person, there's sometimes where I just feel like, bro, if I just had a couple more dollars, everything would be good.
Yeah.
All I need is a couple. Then I see people with the dollars still cutting up. I'm like, okay, maybe it ain't. Damn.
Yeah.
So you gonna talk to him? Then he goes to the ex-wife just because.
The Warriors are messy. I don't know what going on in San Francisco, but that's the Bay. They can get out. They get out.
Copy that.
Did you guys pick up? I mean, I know our picks. Did you guys pick up anybody decent in the draft?
We actually got 2 shooters. Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys had a lot of draft picks for a very long time. Do you guys are you guys still pretty loaded with draft picks, or
I mean, this year and last year we only had 2. Well,
are these play now players or are they project players?
project. Usually when we draft people, if it's not like first round, they'll go anything like second round.
Yeah.
They'll go to the G League or they'll sign like a 2-way, and then
You guys
pretty
are running
much it.
through them. No, I don't. I mean, I don't. Me personally, I didn't know anybody from this draft.
Me either. I mean, honestly, I looked up the people that we drafted.
Yeah.
I was just looking up like their highlights and stuff like that.
No, usually all my information came after getting the picks, just showing interest. It's the same way here. And I think that was who was it? Some announcer said it out loud. Well, he was straight up saying like, bro, I can name at the time I really could honestly name more females than the males this year.
Yeah.
And I would have never said it until he pointed it
Yeah,
out.
100%, 100%. They're doing their thing. Lakers drafted Dalton Connect, which was the steal of the draft, they said, because he was supposed to be a top 6 lottery pick, and he slid all the way down to 17.
Damn.
So I was pretty excited about that. He is 23 years old, but the Lakers are looking for a player that's like who the Heat got last season, Jaime, who just was able to just plug himself into the system and immediately make a difference. They needed a play now player and not like a project player.
Like Bronny.
Bruh. We'll get to it. All right, cool. Do you think Bronny getting drafted to the Lakers was bad for the league?
No.
No.
Because, I mean, like you said, it happens all the time.
No, not this doesn't happen all the time.
No, I'm saying, like, you know,
'Cause there's
people
a
know
money
where
move
they're
behind
going.
this,
I mean, you're telling me we all didn't think he was going to go to the Lakers, though?
No. So
There was a little doubt.
This is honestly what I thought. I thought he was gonna come in, like what we kind of saying, hit the G League, because I'm not saying Bronny was that bad in college. I felt like he was carrying that weight, knowing the pressure. Everybody compared him to his dad, where on offense he just wasn't trying to stack the stats. I think he was worried about if he would have came up short. He was aggressive on defense, still hustling well though, but the stats just wanted to be like, oh yeah, we need to get him in the NBA. So I thought they was gonna give him another, little window of okay, bring him over to the G, work your way in, get in later. So I am a little surprised.
I think he should have stayed one more year, at least in college. And
I just think USC didn't really.
They did him
use
no favors.
Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't
use
know.
him.
And I think that was what the scouts were saying is that the style of ball that's college ball, that's not his style of play. He is an NBA player, and they're two different sports, college ball and pro ball. And he has an NBA body. He has a 40-inch vertical, and he's an NBA player. And he's your Josh Hart player. That's pretty much he's a role player, 3-and-D.
Yeah. So
I mean, he's 6'1" with a 6'7" wingspan. He can move around. He's got really good feet. He's the player that you take a chance on at 55 in the draft. But I wasn't too much worried about his points, production, and things like that in college because, one, it's skewed because it's college, and two, he also had that heart issue. And so he was coming back from that. I don't think he got just the opportunity to get a full off season of work and different things like that. So he was kind of picking up.
Well, the thing is, they had him minute restriction.
Yeah.
And then after that, they told him, hey, he's cleared. But
Yeah.
they still didn't use him.
Yeah, and you can clear, like, scouts can see, looking at how he plays, how he moves. He is an NBA player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a player.
I think give it 2-3 years, he'll be good.
Yeah, and he's probably going to spend most of the season in the G League.
Well,
You know.
I don't know.
No, he's going to sign an actual contract, but he's going to spend most of some time in the G League.
I don't know because
he's a developmental
Rich
piece.
Paul even said he's not signing a 2-way.
He's not signing a 2-way
like
contract, but that's just a guarantee. He's signing a 2-year guaranteed contract. So that was what Rich Paul didn't want, is because a 2-way contract has a cap. Like you don't make as much money as a guarantee. He wanted him to actually have a roster spot, and also when you're a 2-way player, your contract isn't guaranteed. He just wanted to make sure he got paid. That's all.
Yeah.
And you only get paid if you're actually on the roster. And
I
he wasn't on
mean,
the roster.
shit, you know how much money he's going to be saving up right now? All he got to do is just stay with LeBron. They
I
can
mean,
carpool to the games. Like,
What does LeBron call him in the, like? What does he call LeBron in the game? You're gonna call your dad by his first
No,
name?
I'm asking.
No, he's saying
What-
like
what-
Ronnie.
No, what is
When you
Bronny?
said
What is
Ronnie.
Bronny gonna call LeBron?
Like pops, hit me low.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to say. I just. That's it. Like,
I guess dad, like pops. I don't know.
Dad, give me the ball.
Dad, I'm open.
I've heard some people say 2-3 or call him by his number.
He's 6. His number 6. Did you see
Or-
the numbers though?
Oh, did he switch?
LeBron's number is 6. Guess what Bronny's number is now?
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
69 God. Hey.
LeBron. I thought LeBron went back to 23.
Yeah.
No.
Did he switch it again? He went back to 23.
Did he?
Yeah, he went back to 23.
Am I tweaking right now?
Just check
Yeah.
your phone because I was
Look.
taking your word for it. Yeah. Okay.
That's some
you had me
bullshit.
tripping.
Yeah. But he's gonna be number 6. Yeah. Just 9 back. Nah, I don't know. 69 with your dad is wild.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's nasty work.
they did that shit on purpose.
any
He's like,
more
hey,
take-
Dad, I'm gonna get 9.
That's nasty. But players that have had the number 9 have generally done well for the Lakers. Rondo wore number 9. Nick Van Exel. Who else?
You think they're gonna do a jersey swap?
That'd be the wildest jersey swap, the most obvious. But yeah, there was a bunch of players. I can't remember the list, but yeah, all I can remember is Rondo and Nick Van Exel for some reason. Baker, or was it Baker? Or I think Von Wafer wore number 9. Yeah, lots of players, so he'll do fine. He'll be all right.
I met him
It's not,
before.
I'm not expecting him to have his name in the rafters.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so his numbers. Oh wow, I have a number 9 jersey, a personalized Lakers number 9 jersey, but it's got my name on the back.
Oh.
That's weird. That's weird. Because I was born on the 9th, so that's my number.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but anyway, that's it for the draft. French takeover. CP to the Spurs. Free agency. Real quick, I can go over a couple guys that got paid. NBA free agency tracker.
What?
That's fucking shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Brogdon got traded. Yeah, Brogdon got traded to the Washington Wizards.
Dude, you know how pissed I'd be.
I would be pissed too.
That or the Pistons.
Guys, just
Oh
still
yeah,
in the
what's his
NBA.
name? Tim Hardaway Jr. just got traded to the Pistons.
Yeah, that's
And the Pistons got old boy, the coach.
No, I'm excited about Orlando.
The coach from Cleveland. I don't want to say his name wrong. What is it?
Bickerstaff. Yeah.
Bickerstaff.
Oh, they
yeah,
just got him?
I think that's a good. I
Yeah.
think that's a good hire.
Well, what's his name
Well-
signed a max deal? 5 years.
Cade Cunningham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I would have left that.
I mean, the Pistons they cleaned house. They did good. They cleaned house. We might be able to take them seriously next season. They have
That's a high money.
they have 7 centers on that team. It's terrible, but
I mean, honestly, they could have did that just to trade them to get assets or something.
They said something about nepotism there in that building. They said it was nepotism bad. That's why the front office was fucked up. But the new GM, he ain't playing no games. Emmanuel Quickly, he gets a 5-year deal to return to the Raptors. Jalen McDaniels got traded to the Sacramento Kings. Malik Monk got paid. Malik Monk didn't get much money though.
Is he back with the Kings?
Yeah, he re-signed with the Kings. Mason Plumlee and Bol Bol go back to Phoenix. Andre Drummond, 2-year deal to the 76ers.
He's going back to the 76.
Back to 76ers, 2-year deal.
I want to say we just come up with that PG.
And, which was funny because he actually is someone who had to rebuild his stock.
Yeah.
He was a minimum player after that stint with Chicago. So kudos to him. It sounds like a money grab. Tell me if this is a money grab. Contavious Caldwell Pope, 3-year deal to the Magic. Is that a money grab? Or are they really...
You spoke too fast.
Is it a money grab?
What is?
Contavious Caldwell Pope to the Orlando Magic.
I feel like that's a good one though.
That's a good.
I mean,
I feel like Orlando
I'm
Magic
excited
is
about
what
Orlando
the
right
Thunder were 2 years ago.
I'm pretty excited about Orlando right now. Did you see who they just picked up? He looks like a pretty good. I don't know much about him, but he looks really good.
Oh, this just in, by the way, Clippers to sign Derrick Jones Jr.
Tristan da Silva.
Yeah, I've heard of him too. Yeah.
Who cares about Derrick Jones Jr.?
Orlando Magic, they get Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Let me see their
So what position is
roster.
he playing?
He's a shooting guard.
He'll be in the backcourt with Paolo
Banchero.
Banchero. So they got Paolo Banchero, who's a baller.
Yeah.
He is a baller.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no.
They got no nationally televised games, so you didn't really get to see. But that kid can ball, but he's huge. Pause. Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs. I'm a big fan of Franz Wagner and Maurice Wagner because I'm a Michigan guy. They played at Michigan. Jonathan Isaac, Markel Fultz, who's got his groove back. Cole Anthony. I think Joe Ingles still plays there. Gary Harris. And they got a couple other Michigan. They got a bunch of. It feels like every guy from Michigan gets drafted to the Orlando Magic. They've had
Making
about
it to the playoffs this year.
huh?
I think they're gonna make it to the playoffs.
Orlando?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I see.
Hell no.
They were in the play-in last season.
Oh,
They were.
I didn't even think they
don't-
made it to the play-in.
I think they were playing.
Ain't no way.
No, I feel like he might be right. I think they were.
They were?
I feel like he might be
I thought
right.
they were in the beginning.
Yeah, they were the 5th seed.
What
They
the
were in the
fuck?
playoffs last season.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, because you just don't see them. They're not televised. They're not televised. They played the Cavs in the first round,
That explains it.
so they were a playoff team.
They got swept, didn't they? No, I'm playing.
They might have. I don't know. They might.
Nah, I
have.
think they won like a couple games.
Yeah.
The Cavs aren't that good.
But now they get a 2-time champion who is a veteran player, who's a 3-and-D wing, which are coveted in this league, who can shoot the three.
Honestly, that's a good pickup for them because him and Suggs are gonna be good together.
Him, Suggs, Cole Anthony, and Banchero.
Yeah.
That's gonna be nasty, man.
Hello, Bandero. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it sounded like a money grab at first. It sounded like he was going to the Pistons. But I forgot that they were a playoff
I don't
team
think
last
anybody is willing to be like, yeah, I'm gonna sign with the Pistons.
year. Monty Williams.
Yeah, head coach
That worked
that
out.
finessed the Pistons and the Suns.
He got
Yeah.
an extra $50 million. He ain't got to worry about nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on my recliner just.
The Alex, we didn't get a chance to discuss the Caruso and
Me personally, I think the Bulls won.
okay, so it was Alex Caruso for what's the kid's
Josh
name?
Giddey.
Josh Giddey.
That's it. It was literally.
And
just
it was literally
even
that.
swap.
Think about this. Andre Drummond. Oh, Andre Drummond was with Chicago last season. Mm-hmm. Andre Drummond and Alex Caruso were two of the most coveted players at last year's trade deadline, and they were getting offers for first-round picks for them both. You could have got 2 first-round picks for Caruso and a first-round pick for Andre Drummond.
Yeah.
And they both leave, and all you have is Josh Giddey.
But Giddy's actually good. I think the Bears. I think the Bulls won on that one.
Is he though?
Last
Giddey got played off the court in the playoffs.
Last year he didn't do anything, but the year before that, the dude was getting triple doubles like no other. So if he puts in the same work he did that year to this year,
Who else do you have at guard in Chicago?
no one. Because Zach,
Kobe
they're,
White?
they're about to. Well, yeah, him. He's good, but they're about to trade. They're trying to trade Zach LaVine, and then is DeRozan gonna sign with them again or no? What do you think?
That's another one we didn't even discuss it. We could touch quickly on that. DeRozan sounds like he's expensive, and he could take a mid-level
It
exception.
sounds like you don't even want to be there.
Well, I mean, he could take a mid-level exception and go to the Lakers. I think the Clippers just used all their money, so the Clippers are. No, Clippers still have some money because they got rid of Paul George. So the Clippers, he could go over there, but I don't know what a Clippers Kawhi DeMar DeRozan team looks like. PG was more switchy. He move through screens and stuff.
If he
DeMar
goes
DeRozan
to the
is doing
Lakers, that shit gonna be deadly.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I
Here's why. Because if he goes to the Lakers, let's say we don't get Clay and we get DeRozan instead, right? So you have, and as it sits, and this is obviously we have to trade D'Angelo Russell for someone. So I'll just throw in Jeremy Grant because that's probably likely what's going to happen. So you have a starting lineup of AD, LeBron, Jeremy Grant, DeRozan, and Austin Reeves. I don't see, or substitute Jeremy Grant for whoever. Unless that guy that they substitute Jeremy Grant for is a killer on defense, that team's going to have problems. Because nobody's playing D. Just you don't have any wings. 3 and D wings that play really good.
yeah. I'm thinking
And
offensive wise.
DeRozan isn't playing defense.
Yeah, he has a killer.
I don't like those
mid-range,
players
though.
that you were talking about.
Yeah.
The players that just don't play defense.
like Luca.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Dude,
Minnesota. Oh my goodness.
have you seen all the highlights from him in the finals of him not
It's
playing
bad.
defense?
It's bad. If he ever wants to win in this league, he's got to play better defense.
No, and that was one of the things that like when and I'm only going back to Minnesota because when they beat them, I'm just like, y'all, I really feel like they should have made it to the finals. I'm just being bitter. I could just be being bitter, but I'm like,
I was
No, they should've.
surprised.
They had the
I was
talent.
surprised when
Yeah.
I saw the Mavs. I thought the Timberwolves were going to
Yeah.
win.
yeah, because I was calling that the whole time with Luka then there, but then the Celtics came and exposed it bad. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
It's literally plays where you see like them pushing him in the direction of where he needs to be, like the little taps, like get over there.
Yeah,
He got fouled
dog.
out. What is it? The second to last game?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Game
that.
2.
I remember that. So, who's the better player out of? Are they even players to do an even swap? Caruso and Giddey.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say the same thing. I'm going,
I would.
I think they're maybe the even level of player. They don't do the same things.
oh yeah,
I feel like Giddy is more better offensively, and then Alex Caruso is better defensively.
Way better defensively.
Yeah, way
Yeah.
better. But
But you need more defense.
If you're the Thunder, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Because Shai plays good defense, but he's not. And Shai got some Defensive Player of the Year votes, but I don't think he's that great.
no,
But you do definitely need someone to take pressure off him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's a good move for them. I guess if I'm the Bulls, it's just I don't understand there's just like a couple clunky fucking franchises that just do stupid shit, and the Clippers and the Bulls and the Pistons and the Sacramento Kings and the Washington Wizards, they just do clunky fucking shit.
well, the Kings aren't that bad now.
No, not now. Not
now.
Vlade Divac is over there in their front office and he's got shit working.
Yeah,
But
the Bulls are just stupid.
Yeah,
It's
I
fuck.
don't know what the fuck's going on over there.
the Bulls and the Wizards, they never make any sense to me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Brooklyn Nets. Trash. Trash organization. Trash. But besides that, just going up the line, we talked about Mikal Bridges and OG. We talked about DeJounte Murray. Kevin Love goes back to the Heat on a 2-year deal. Lakers sign Max Christie to a 4-year deal, 4-year, $32 million. That's a good pickup because Darvin Ham didn't want to use him for some reason last season, but he's actually a good 3-day player. Kevin Porter Jr. Do you guys remember Kevin Porter Jr.?
I saw that shit 2-year with the Clippers.
Yeah. Kevin Porter Jr. was in a domestic dispute,
I had forgot all about Kevin.
and they shipped it. He pretty much got annexed from the league.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the
as
Clippers,
soon as it came out, Houston let him go.
Houston let him go. Yeah. And he's a young player. He's only like 24.
Yeah,
Not even 24. He's young. And the Clippers picked him up. Clippers also picked up that player from who was the player that was saying that he was better than Michael Jordan, and he went on a hiatus.
The dude that was on the Hornets.
Yes.
Yeah. I know. I
Yes.
know exactly
Kai
what you're talking
something.
about, but I don't know his name. Jones.
Kai
I think it's
Jones.
Jones or
Kai
some
Jones.
shit.
I think it's Kai Jones.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the better than Michael Jordan thing.
Yeah, everybody was saying that he was going through some shit like mentally, like he needed to go to like a mental
He was
hospital
making
and shit
TikTok
like that.
videos like saying weird stuff, doing weird stuff,
So he
laughing
pulled a
weird.
Ryan Garcia, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's literally what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. They picked him up.
While he was on the Hornets, which is owned by Michael Jordan, he literally said, "I'm better than Jordan."
Yeah.
Copy
Yeah.
that.
That's insane.
And he's a very athletic player.
Yeah.
Incredibly athletic.
Did Jordan ever respond to that?
He let him go.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He's no longer like, okay, you don't play for my fucking team anymore.
Did you see that Jalen Brown's with that girl now? The one that.
Did you see she got released?
Yeah, she got waived.
She got waived.
She was at the parade.
The girl that who was it? Was it Kai Jones' girl? Oh no, it was Kevin Porter Jr.
Kevin Porter.
This is the way the NBA works. Kevin Porter Jr. was dating a WNBA player. She played for the Chicago Sky.
At that time, she was with the Fever.
Fever.
Or no, actually, I don't even think she was with them. She got drafted by them number 4, and then they waived her, and then she was with him.
Yeah. WNBA is a very hard sport to stay in.
No.
Yeah.
You could get drafted at a top 10 draft pick and get waived in like nothing. It's
It happened.
very.
It literally happened this year.
It's very hard. They need more teams. That's what they need. They need
It happened
about
this year
5-6 more teams.
with Vegas.
Yeah, it did.
That girl, I think she was like number 2 or 3 pick, and they waived her. Literally, not even in the beginning of the season, they waived
It wasn't that she's bad. It's just they don't have enough roster spots. They're just that good.
The 2 or 3rd.
She, I,
Or
I wanted-
it was
she top
high.
10.
It wasn't
She
top
was
10 or
top
something
10.
like that.
I don't know if she was like that, but
yeah.
Damn.
The league isn't
Let me
big enough
see.
to have a draft
No.
every year. But Kevin Porter Jr. was dating a WNBA player. I guess they get into some type of dispute, and he puts hands on her. League finds out. They get rid of him. She breaks up with him. And then she's on the parade. She's with Jalen Brown at the championship parade.
literally
Jaylen Brown.
holding his finals trophy and everything.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then she gets waived from the Chicago Sky later. Yeah. Yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah. It's a cold world out here. But the Clippers, I guess they have a reputation for giving guys second chances. I don't know. We talked about Pascal Siakam and Obi. I don't know who AJ Griffin is to really, Chris Paul left the Warriors. We talked Wendell Moore Jr. got traded to the Pistons. Kate Cunningham re-signed. Quentin Grimes is who the Dallas Mavericks got in a deal from the Pistons, which is really he was a promising player from the Knicks that went over to the Pistons to die like everybody that goes over there. And luckily he's out of there, so God bless him. Patrick Williams and re-signed with a 5-year deal with the Bulls. I don't know what they're doing in their front office at all. Reggie Jackson got traded to the Hornets. The Nuggets are one of the teams. The Nuggets are a team that are a championship team.
Yeah.
That's showing that's a good example of why the league will never have repeats, championships, because the way that the CBA is now, usually when you win a championship, next year your free agents that you sign, they're gonna want more money because we just won a chip. Mm-hmm. We about to get paid, right? But now with the new CBA, you're so restricted. You're gonna have to let players go, which is why Reggie Jackson ended up with the Hornets, and you have players like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope who leaves a championship team, a contending team, to go to the Magic just because the new CBA doesn't allow anything. But in the trade with the Knicks, Bojan Bogdanovic ended up going to the Brooklyn Nets. God bless him. You guys re-signed Luke Cornett and Nehemias Queta. I don't know. You picked him up on a multi-year deal.
Who?
It's
Let me see that.
Nehemias Queta. I don't know how you say that name.
Oh yeah.
What
we
is
had
it?
him. We had him.
I like that.
I had to look at the name.
I ain't gonna try to say it
I
either.
was
But
like,
yeah, that's
what?
it. That's it.
But yeah, no, we signed. He was with us last year when we won.
And then with the Pelicans, they traded Dyson Daniels and Larry Nance Jr. to the Atlanta Hawks. So Yeah.
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 I used to like Larry Nance Jr. when he played for the Lakers. He was,
He was all right.
yeah, he was one of those players that came in late bloomer. You know,
I feel like DeJounte Murray is
23-year-old.
underrated though.
You think so?
I don't. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about DeJounte Murray. Here's the thing about the NBA. These small little backcourts that they have going on, the Trey and DeJounte Murrays, the CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard. The another good example is the Cleveland, Darius Garland and
Donovan
Mitchell. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It don't work, and they keep doing it. So to send CJ McCollum over there, who's a point guard or shooting guard, even, but he needs the ball in his hands in order to operate. He's a one. That's your first pick, and then you got Brandon Ingram, who needs the ball in his hands, and you got Zion, who needs the ball in his hands, and then you bring over another guy who needs the ball in his hands. Like, that doesn't work. It just, what are we doing? You know?
I feel like it's because people don't understand that they have to sacrifice their stats and stuff like that.
The players do. The players do, but like, you don't bring a guy like, you don't trade all those. You don't make that trade if you're gonna have him come over and be a role player.
Yeah.
You know. Mm-hmm. Granted, CJ McCollum is like 33 years old. He's a little bit older in basketball terms, at least. But still, like, it's just weird. It's just, those backcourts don't work. That's why they always want to split them up, which is why they're trading either the little ugly headed kid, or you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I need to know who the ugly headed kid is.
Trae Young.
Oh damn!
I'm like, damn, who the
Trae head is a little fucked up.
It is fucked up. You ever see the lollipop with the hair on it?
Oh, God.
That's what they say Trae Young looked like.
No, there was like a baby picture that looked exactly like it, so they always compared him to that. I forgot what the fuck it was.
That boy is ugly.
I be out the loop, bro. I ain't know because I ain't never heard nobody say about
He ain't
Trae
got no
head.
hair.
As soon as he
Dude,
said
he
it,
ain't got no hair.
I was
He ain't
like,
got no hair.
damn,
He's
dude.
balling like KD.
Worse.
Yeah, it's bad.
Hey, bro, KD, and it's so funny because you gotta understand, children are very honest.
Yeah.
There's a certain level of just appreciation for things when kids say them sometimes. Me and my son, we watching highlights. You know what I'm saying? He see KD hair. OKC KD. And he like, Dad, why is his hair like that? And I'm like, son, don't ask me. We've been saying this since 2011. I don't know why. You got all this money and
My
came
dad-
out,
You
bro.
remember
dad-
that thing of LeBron when he was had that interview and he had that brush and he just literally hard as fuck.
Yeah.
He didn't have no hair.
My dad would be like, that boy don't brush his hair.
No.
That boy don't brush his hair. You see, I see it on people when they got them little dots.
Yeah.
Big
That's
hairs
what he
and dots.
had.
The boy don't brush his hair. You gotta brush your hair.
I feel like at that point with him having money, I'm like, I feel like he did it on purpose. Like when Fabulous kept the chip too, he like,
Yeah.
He like, y'all see me out here. This is my thing.
It's wild to me that I mean, and I going back to Trae Young, I don't necessarily dislike Trae Young or anything like that.
Overrated.
Okay, so when Trae Young came into the league, he was supposed to be the new Steph Curry.
That's what the problem was.
That's what the problem.
I know.
That's what the problem
He
was.
just never lived up to that.
Yeah.
And because of that comparison, it looks like
Yep.
he had to overcompensate, shoot a lot of threes that he had no business taking. He's not that great of a 3-point shooter. He's a liability on defense. So, yeah, and out of the two players, especially for the money that, you got, why do I keep forgetting his name? The other guy in the backcourt who just got traded.
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray, yeah. Sorry, just left me. I think he only makes like $26 million. Trae Young makes like 30-something million.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just the same talent level for less money. I
just
understand
feel
why
like
he got traded. but
DeJounte doesn't get enough credit that he deserves.
I feel like he on the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
while
like
Trae Young was injured, he showed out. He was becoming a name. It's just for me, like, I don't understand why the Pelicans made that trade.
I mean,
They
they
were-
don't have a point guard though.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't know. He's not a traditional point guard. He's not a Chris Brown. Or I mean, Chris Paul.
I'm like, damn, man.
Yeah, he's not.
Chris Brown's good at basketball. But
No,
shit.
I mean, there's shooting like not kind of like a shooting point guard, but there's like your Austin Reeves,
Yeah.
and then there's your, Chris Paul's. It's a different point guard,
Yeah.
or like a really great example of somebody who's like that, Stephen Curry. You don't think of him as a traditional point guard,
Sure don't.
like a
No.
Rondo point guard. No,
Yeah, no.
yeah. So I think DeJounte Murray is more of that than he is a traditional. If the Pelicans wanted someone who's a ball handler, then trade with the Lakers. You can have D'Angelo Russell, and we'll take a bigger body back. But it's just it doesn't logistically make sense. It's weird with these roster constructions, but new CBA, that's all they can do. We'll touch on WNBA too. Angel Reese is breaking records right now, and she's putting butts in seats. And I wanted to ask you guys: who do you think is going to be Rookie of the Year?
It's gonna be her.
Think so?
I mean, shit, look at how many. Look at how many triple double or double doubles she's had.
Do you think the hype of Caitlin Clark will overshadow the production of Angel Reese?
No. And I'm literally only saying it like that because the proof is going to be in the pudding, basically, how the old folks say it. She's putting up the stats, but Caitlin has that blockbuster effect that's been there since day one.
Yeah.
And I feel like Angela is just earning her stripes. That's what it is.
But Caitlin's teammates suck.
Yeah, I mean, that's why
I saw a video.
That's why she gets drafted first, though.
I saw a video literally yesterday it was maybe today or whatever, but like it was a video of her making great passes. They couldn't even catch the ball. There was one that literally the girl looked at it, it fell, and she just let it go. She was like, oh. Literally, no joke.
I'm gonna ask you
on
guys a
purpose
question.
or like
Yeah. That looked like she did it on purpose. And they didn't even so usually if something happens like that, the turnover would go to Caitlin Clark. They were like, nah, she could have caught that. Like that's going on the other girl.
yeah.
But yeah, like all of them literally would
They're
hit
not.
their hands. They
That
would
team
catch it.
is
Like,
not a great team, which is why she got drafted to that team
They
because
suck.
they're the worst team in the league. The worst team in the league gets the first pick.
to literally put you in perspective, it's like the Pistons. That's
Damn.
how ass they are.
Yeah. But let me ask you this, because you and I, we were talking about earlier about how Carmelo and LeBron were back in the day in 2004, like no one knew which one of them was going to have a better career. And a lot of people thought it was Carmelo.
Everybody
was loving
If you would
Carmelo,
ask
man.
me back in that day, I got a Denver Nuggets 15 Carmelo jersey right now sitting up in there. I thought Melo was gonna have the better
I was
career.
in middle school watching. I was in love with Carmelo. I was like, yeah,
No.
Carmelo.
And that's one of the things is just putting that, being a LeBron fan, it's that I never left. Even when Carmelo took them to the playoffs and we didn't make it, I'm still like, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's still, it is what it is. We gonna keep riding.
So, but
Pause.
pause. So, if we look at the two careers between Carmelo and LeBron, it's safe to say, who would you say had the better career?
Oh, LeBron all day.
Okay, so Angel Reese and
I think Melo's wife cheated on him.
No, she didn't.
Angel Reese and
You think Lala was out here cutting up?
He
cheated.
cheated. He cheated.
Yeah, she cheated.
out of
No,
Angel
he
Reese
did.
and Caitlin
Oh, he
Clark,
did?
who's LeBron and who's Carmelo?
It's too early to tell, dude.
I'm
Because
just
you
asking
think
you what
about
you
it.
think.
Next year, Caitlyn can just pop off.
I'm just based off of this year,
Based off of stats, I would say-
not based off of team play, based off of individual play, transitioning from college ball to professional ball.
I'd say Angel.
Who's LeBron?
I'd say Angel. She's done more. What has Caitlin Clark done?
I feel like you got a solid point, but I don't know. And you know what? Let me just be quiet because I forgot I was black for a second. They're gonna get mad at me. They're gonna be mad at me because I was finna go play Caitlyn, but I fixed it, y'all. It's Andrew. I fixed it. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not really following this. So I don't know what to say on that one.
I think it's very early to tell.
Yep.
I said that.
You know what? That's the safest way I said. Let me reword it. Boom. We back in middle school. It's 03. Angel and Caitlyn both just came out. I would have been Team Caitlyn.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I
chosen one, the narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has a very LeBron-esque
Yeah.
storyline.
Caitlyn Clark is on the Source magazine. When I picked it up in 2003, I'm going Caitlyn.
And at the time, the Nuggets were a lot better of a team than the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that you're saying about Caitlin Clark's team are the exact same things we said about the Cavs.
Yep.
They had nobody.
Yep.
Dude.
And they had the nerve to say, "Oh yeah, we're bringing in this guy. We're gonna help him out when he gets here." They were trying to play LeBron. I think Ricky Davis said, "Oh yeah, they got him. They brought him in to assist me," and it's Ricky Davis.
Even Carlos Boozer says something about it.
Yeah, they didn't like him at 1st. But I personally think only because I'm looking at Caitlin Clark's play and it's not translating. If you live by the three, you got to die by the three. And in girls' ball, when the pressure's on, it doesn't always translate to winning. I think big bruiser, you can't teach size. And Angel Reese is what, 6 foot? What?
I honestly don't know. I never
I think she's like 6'3".
No, she's bigger than that.
No, she's got to be taller
Angel
than me.
Reese height.
She got to be taller than me. Just looking at her, she looked taller than me.
Yeah, no, she's. I wanted to say 6'9", but I don't think she's
That tall.
that tall.
6'4", maybe, I don't know.
She's 6'3". Wow.
Oh, wow.
She's tall for a girl though.
Yeah, I think it's because I see her.
Have you ever seen a girl that's 6'6"?
I've seen a girl that's 6'4", but
I've seen a 6'8" girl.
no, I mean,
Okay, LeBron.
If she played, if she was a man and she played in the league, you would assume she's 6'9".
Yeah.
That's the type of player she is. She's a forward. A forward is about 6'9". So in my head, it just translated that way. But having said that, you can't teach size, and there aren't very many big girls in the league. I would side with Angel Reese. I think her style of play is longevity wise, she's probably going to have some issues because players who play physical generally don't play physical forever. Yeah. They have to learn how to shoot, do different things. Lisa Leslie had a really long career. Candace Parker had a really long career being a big girl. But I think that Angel Reese will have the better career. I think Caitlin Clark will have the longer career.
I thought that girl from LA was going to be Rookie of the Year.
And I know you don't want to get in trouble with the bunnies.
Yeah.
But that's my love, Cameron Brink. I was devastated. I dropped to my knees when I heard the news. Oh, that's my baby. Her and Van Lith.
Yep.
That's that fresh right out of the you didn't even make it home from the grocery store. You crack that gallon of milk open.
Oh, not the gallon of milk.
You crack it open and you sit in the car and you had yourself a bagel with cream cheese, not the flavored cream cheese.
Hey man, calm down. All right, calm down.
He hit it.
Man.
I don't know what's worse. You talk about this or you talk about Kobe? Like
Cameron Brink is man. God bless her. I hope she feels better. Cameron, baby. Daddy knows. Love you.
that girl from Seattle though, she
Yeah. Ballers. They're ballers. It's
I
crazy.
ain't talking about ballers.
Oh no,
Talk
she's
about
fine too. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. You guys got anything else before we get out of here? Oh, I do have one more topic. In the NHL, it's a common thing, not common, but it happens where you don't win the championship, but you're able to win the finals MVP. So you're able to win the Stanley Cup MVP. And I think it's happened 7 times. Stanley Cup's been around forever.
I mean, shit, it happened once
in the NBA, but it
with Jerry
didn't.
West.
Yeah, but it didn't. So I'm just like, somebody's actually doing it.
Yeah, it didn't happen recently, at least. And I'm trying to remember a sport where it happened before. I think the last time I seen it happen was college basketball, where the MVP was from the different team. But how do you guys feel about that? Do you think you have to win the series in order to win the series MVP?
I don't.
I wouldn't even want it.
so.
I wouldn't even want it though. I'd be like, we didn't even win.
It don't matter because it or at least you're getting your appreciation towards that hard work that you place.
And
yeah.
that kind of goes towards the narrative that everybody is pushing. Because sometimes I've seen games where people lose, but I'm like, bro, he really left it all on the
Bron in the
Yeah.
finals. The Cleveland Bron finals versus Golden State. LeBron, the years that they lost to Golden State,
Yeah.
LeBron was the best player in that series. And I wouldn't have been mad if LeBron would have won the series MVP.
And then me just knowing how stuff work, I just never complain because I'm like, well, it is what it is. You don't give it to the losers. It's just how
I
it
feel like
goes.
I'm 50-50 on it. Like, I mean, I get it, but
No, I think if you worked for it, you're older. You know, like
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's an individual award for a team
It is.
sport.
yeah.
You know, do you think if your team is a lottery team that you should be able to play? You should be able to be league MVP. So let's say your team is bottom quarter of the league.
I mean, depends. Are you putting up stats? Then
Yeah. Yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
because a lot of times either there are players who do get looked over because, like, for instance, Wemby and defensive player of the year.
He should have won that shit.
Right. The only reason why Gobert won it's because his team had a better record.
Which is stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Copy that. Didn't know that.
Yeah. It's a common thing. I just figured I don't think it's fair.
And no, and that makes it even because I hate to bring it up, but it is what it is. And now I'm excited because Wemby should have been like when they put Gobert on Doncic for that one play, and I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what? Because I know he was defensive player of the year, but we all knew. I'm like, this ain't finna work out, my God. This is not what it is.
I saw Wemby dunk from outside of the circle, like right around. I don't know what it's called, but it's like
The free throw.
I think they call it the restricted zone. Mm-hmm. I've seen him dunk from outside of it, like a foot outside of it, like dunk, like Space Jam, reach his arm out, stretch, dunk.
I saw a picture the other day. He was dunking. Say this is the rim, bro. His hand was up here.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, dude's too tall.
yeah. He's a problem. If Bol figures it out, if Mo Bamba figures it out,
Is he even in the league still?
yeah, 76ers, I believe, something like that.
I thought he was gonna be good.
Yeah,
ain't
I was
gonna
excited
lie.
to get him when he came to the Lakers, but he was just injured.
Yeah, I thought he was because I heard about him and all that. I thought he was gonna be good.
Yes, he has his wingspan of like 7'6", wingspan, something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Even Shaq said it. Shaq said when he gets his shit together, Shaq even said he's lazy.
Oh no, that was Bol.
That's what I'm saying.
So I thought you were talking about Mo Bamba. Yeah, Bol. He said Bol is you've seen Wemby before.
Yeah.
It's just Bol. He's just lazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bol is a problem.
He said
too.
once he gets his shit together, he would be better than Wemby.
Yeah, you got the three: Chet, Bol, and Wemby. They're like three of the same player, but little different, just minor differences. Wemby's the best out of all of them, but Chet's up there too. Chet's like 7'2".
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Bol is 7'3".
Yeah.
Yeah, nuts. All right, I figured that was it.
Yeah, for sure.
But thank you guys for rocking out with us. This is your 5th episode of the Sports Panel. What day is it? Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Oh yeah, so we should be around next week. Oh, I know the viewers were disappointed. We were supposed to do the hot dog eating contest. We're gonna do that next week. So, because Zach couldn't make it, obviously, you don't look anything like Zach. We'll do it same time next week. Hopefully, we can get you back out here again. Hopefully,
man.
have fun.
Yeah, for sure. I had a good time.
And then we'll just keep at 'em. I'm gonna buy some more microphones because I realized that my digital mics don't work. So I'm gonna buy 2 more microphones and do it up nice. But besides that, we'll get out of here. You guys have a good time, and thank you for riding with us.